Et salut tout le monde, c'est Link. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour le second épisode du let's play sur le jeu The Stanley Parable. J'espère que vous allez bien par rapport. Ça va. Je tourne cet épisode à la suite dernier parce que j'ai très envie de savoir ce qui se passe si on appuie 5 fois sur cette porte. Donc écoutez, nous sommes partis.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that
Bien
warrants
sûr.
recognition.
D'accord, ça c'est mon humour. Bon, on va cliquer 20 fois alors. Je suis sûr qu'il va nous demander de cliquer 100 fois ou un truc comme ça après. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouais, je suis spammé, je pense. Ouais.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Allez, je donne tout ce que j'ai.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle,
C'est n'importe quoi.
Stanley.
Juste pour un succès, fait appuyer 5 fois sur
A
une porte.
willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Bon, on va à la porte 417. Là.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
J'ai vu qu'elle était à côté de la 430.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415.
Now, back to door number 437.
On y retourne. Celle-là.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Allez.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Si on pensait que ça allait nous amener
Okay,
aussi
now
loin.
go climb on employee 419's desk.
Ok, là.
Yes,
Comme ça, ouais.
this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Porte 416.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
On est en train de le casser là, il vient taré.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door
oui, allez.
430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, we did it. Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley.
J'ai eu mon succès.
Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
N'importe quoi. Mais j'aime bien. Ouais, c'est drôle. Alors,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
bien,
entered
on va aller à
the
droite puis
door
à
and
gauche.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime,
M'en
a
fous.
work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Allez. Alors,
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
non, ça ramène vers la salle de réu. Donc nous, on va aller là. Pour voir ce qui s'y passe.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Non, je voulais
He
pas.
wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Allez.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Bien sûr, ça va totalement se fermer aussi. Hein. On parie?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Je sais pas moi.
Was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
D'accord, si tu le dis. Ah,
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Ah bah oui, ça
Quick,
spoil,
Stan,
hein.
close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Bon bah cool, bah c'était cool.
All of his
Bah,
co-workers were
on
gone.
démarre.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
On continue.
When Stanley... Wait.
Ah,
Wait,
c'est
No,
pas normal.
no, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game.
Ok,
over
donc en fait on est
completely
toujours dans le
fresh.
même truc.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
On va aller là. J'ai tout un choix de possibilités qui s'offre à moi là. Par là. Puis par là, je sais pas où je vais. Ça me fait penser au backroom. Vous savez?
I'll say it. This is
Ah.
the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
D'accord, donc ça
Do we
tourne en
just-
rond.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Bon, on est reparti.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Je
to
pense
go
que ça va
to
être
the
différent.
meeting
Je pense qu'il va y
room.
avoir encore
Perhaps
plus
he
de
had
portes
simply
en fait.
missed a memo.
Ah, ou alors aucune.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
C'est pire
I
d'une
might be
certaine façon, oui.
remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Allez. Repartons.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Ça va te faire un truc du couloir qui tourne en rond.
No, wait.
Ah.
Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Ok. Oula.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
On est où?
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Ouais! Trop bien!
I
On a
know you
gagné.
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh,
Parfait.
No, I don't feel right about this
Ah.
at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Encore une fois, let's go. Ah!
All right,
quoi?
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Bien sûr.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Allez. Suivons la ligne. Oh, je peux jouer? Moi, je peux pas jouer. No fun.
see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective
Lui, il est en train de péter un câble. Qu'est-ce qu'il nous raconte?
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
N'importe quoi. Bon, on rentre de musique, quoi. On s'enjaille. Pendant ce temps, la ligne, elle est en train de péter un câble. Ah oui, non, mais... c'est n'importe quoi. Non, mais on s'enjaille, on a du fun. C'est bien parce que moi, comme un con, je suis la ligne, quoi. De quoi, là? The fuck? Ok, on va pas chercher à comprendre.
Wait, cut the music.
Oui?
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Ok.
You won't want to miss anything.
D'accord, je l'observe bien, je regarde les moindres détails. Regardez, là, cette branche, par exemple, il y a 7 feuilles. Ouais, je dis 7, je pense qu'il y en a 2 qui sont cachées dans l'ombre. On voit pas très bien, mais je crois qu'il y en a 2. Ensuite, et là, il manque une feuille. Donc, bah, c'est triste, en fait, elle est tombée. Un peu triste. Ouais, ok, d'accord. Là, il y a une feuille là, ok, machin. J'ai totalement observé, j'ai tout retenu de cette fougère. Je suis prêt à la décrire parfaitement. Ah.
Wait, we're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Yes. Ah, on reste là-dessus. On est toujours à ligne.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Allez. Je sais pas trop quoi imaginer comme histoire.
Oh, no, not you again.
Oh, non.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
J'adore le voice acting aussi. Hein. Je trouve qu'il est assez incroyable. Ah.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where
C'est
we're
n'importe
going?
quoi.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all
Bien sûr.
accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Non, moi je vais continuer de tourner. Non, il se passe rien. Pute.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion
Pas
ending.
troublante.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be.
Il est censé relancer le jeu, je crois qu'on est là.
I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm
Oui.
not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oula. D'accord, ça m'a fait un peu peur.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ah, du coup on est
What could
reparti.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
De nouveau?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ok, bon bah...
When
On est de
Stanley
retour
came
ici.
to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Écoutez, je pense qu'on va... On a combien de temps déjà? Bon, on peut continuer, oui, bien sûr. On va aller à gauche. Je crois qu'on avait un autre choix qui se ferait à nous à un moment.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
La carabalée, encore une
Oh
fois.
no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Coming to
Ah
the
oui.
staircase, Stanley
on va
walked
descendre du
upstairs
coup.
to his boss's office.
Ah, j'aime pas ce genre de lumière rouge. Je trouve ça un peu creepy.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then
2p4.
something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange
Ça me tourne en rond
observations.
là.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while
Ça
I'm
change
still
la
lucid.
composition là.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh là.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a
Parlons à
dream.
chaque fois.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Ah.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss, I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
The fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
La fin de cette histoire? D'accord. Oh. On est reparti. Mais...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Mais j'avais... Pardon? J'ai pas eu le droit de... au bureau? J'ai directement atterri ici? Euh...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
J'avais
Perhaps he
testé un
wanted to stop
truc.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get
Il y avait un
back
endroit
to
où on pouvait
business,
sauter dans le
Stanley
vide.
took the first open door on his left.
Donc j'ai envie de tester.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Bah, merveilleux. Donc oui, j'ai vraiment pas eu le
All of his
bureau tout à l'heure.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Eh bien, écoutez, on va se laisser ça pour cet épisode encore une fois. On va retourner à l'écran peut-être cette fois. Voilà, on va pas me parler ou quoi que ce soit. Écoutez, je sais pas s'il y a une vraie fin. Un truc où on nous dit bravo, vous avez vraiment fini le jeu. Enfin, vraiment, on m'a dit qu'il y a genre 10 minutes que j'avais gagné. N'importe quoi. Non, mais écoutez, je pense qu'on va jouer jusqu'à ce qu'on ait fait à peu près toutes les fins, je suppose. Donc ouais, j'espère du coup que cet épisode vous aura plu. Ouais, il est plus court. Je pense que c'est un épisode un peu court pour ce let's play, bah c'est cool. Donc j'espère que cet épisode vous aura plu. C'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à mettre un j'aime, à vous abonner si ce n'est pas déjà fait et à mettre un commentaire. Et on se retrouve pour le prochain épisode. Allez, salut tout le monde, bye bye.